guys, today I'm changing out the radiator on my E53 2003 BMW X5. Had a little leak in the upper area in the plastic. First thing you gotta do, take that off. That's undercover right up underneath, so you can drain the radiator. It's a combination of 8s and 10s. Pull that off. Get to the little screw on the bottom of the radiator right there, and drain the radiator. Put a big old pan up underneath it. On these, it's easiest to disconnect the lower hose. Just use a little pick hook to pull up the tab, and then pry with a flathead screwdriver gently, not to break anything, like this connection here. Just pry just a little bit in that little wedge. Everything will come apart. Just be gentle with it, unless you want to buy all new stuff, which I'm not. I'm saving my gaskets that are in the top upper hose because it's moved around a lot. I'm putting them over here. Make sure you put the rounded one in first, and then the beveled one in second with the wider angle facing outward. You do have to remove the fan to get this out, along with the fan shroud. Fan shroud just slides out. Mine was put in there with zip ties. Yours may have a couple of clips across the top, but you get those loose, and then you need a special tool to get it out. You need a I've got a 1 1/4. I think it's like a 32 millimeter, and then this special tool to hold the pulley straight or in place while you're trying to bust it loose. This turns clockwise to loosen it, so do not try and loosen it the normal way you normally would, or you'll just be beating a dead horse. It does turn towards the driver's side. Make sure you do that. It's usually not that tight, and you can pop it right loose and then spin it off by hand. New radiator came with these guys, or didn't come with these guys, I mean, so I'm going to be transferring them. There's little rubber isolators. The bottom little clips are already on it though. So I'm going to pull this guy out. I'm going to transfer carefully the reservoir onto the new one, slide it in as an assembly. Now down there is a transmission cooler that snaps in. There's just a little pull tab on it, and you wiggle it loose very easily. It's the best way to do it, because if you don't have the special tool to undo the transmission line, best to do it this way. So you just press that back into the unit as you slide it back down in, and slide up that tab that holds it in place. While you're at it, you might as well replace these idler pulleys and tensioner while you're in there, because it's real easy. And these things, if they're making noise or if they're old, they're going to fail on you eventually. And it's difficult to put them in with everything in the way. Super easy to put in, just like that. Alright, so pop the little cap off of this with a screwdriver, and I'm going to take the tension off of the belts and take them off. Pop these new guys off. Upper belt, the main belt, you grab a hold of that and turn it to loosen the belt and pop it off. Watch your fingers. This one down here has a similar bolt. I'm not sure if I can get a good angle on it, but you'll use it to loosen the tension on it. Note that I am only changing the idler pulley at the bottom, not the tension. Good idea to take some compressed air and blow your compressor out. If you don't have a compressor, just use a hose. It'll just get a little watery, so make sure you get your pans out from underneath it that have all the coolant in them, so you don't have a bunch of extra to recycle, and let all that flow onto the ground. But yeah, the water will do just as good of a job. Just blow it forward, get it all cleaned out. Your AC will work better. Got a 16 millimeter on there, I believe, and I just went ahead and used my long wrench. You take the tension off of it, watch your fingers, make sure you got a good grip on it, pull that belt off. The bottom one, You do have to use like the star bit to take the tension off. I don't think it has a separate bolt. I'm going to do that next. 16mm to get this off, reusing the bolt. A couple of bolts on this one. You have to take the pulley off to get to them. You use a star bit. Head off with a T50. Going to be reusing that bolt. So we transfer the bolt to the new pulley and stick it on. Note that there is a guide pin and a slot for it right there. Make sure you put it on correctly. Got the whole main big long belt done. Gonna do the AC belt now. It'll be a piece